Hey, Lisa, when are you going to let me hold my grandchild? You and Bob have been married for 3 years already. Please don't make me miserable. Well, Susan, you're asking for grandchildren this late at night. What's the matter? Did you have a bad day? I've had a bad day. Because of you, I'm being ostracized by my neighbors. Excluded? Yes. My neighbors who are my age all have grandchildren. Every time I see them, they tell me how old they are or how they've started talking. They get together and brag about their grandchildren, even though I don't have any grandchildren. They must think I'm a lonely, pathetic old woman. Oh, that's so frustrating. You're thinking too much. The neighbors just genuinely love their grandchildren. I don't think there's any malice in that. No, they know I don't have any grandchildren, and they're bragging about it on purpose. Huh. Hey, Lisa, when are you going to have a baby? Do you think you can get pregnant next month? Or this month? There's no way you can get pregnant just like you want. It's a gift, you know. As a mother who has given birth, you understand that you can't make a definite schedule, right? But you've been married for 3 years. Maybe you're slacking off from trying to have a child. Are you getting along with Bob? I'd like to have a child, and I don't think our marriage is in bad shape. If that's the case, it's taking too long, don't you think? My neighbor's son and his wife have only been married for 2 years. She told me that her daughter-in-law is already pregnant with their second child. I'm so jealous. Well, the pace of having children is different for everyone. I'm going to let nature take its course for both of us. This is no time to be so carefree. Perhaps there's something wrong with your body. I'm perfectly healthy. That's not what I mean. I mean that maybe there's a reason why it's hard for you to get pregnant. We won't know until we get us checked out at the hospital. Then why don't you go to the hospital as soon as possible? Then he has to go with me. Huh? Why does he have to go? Pregnancy is not something a woman can do alone, so I think we need to visit the doctor together. Well, are you trying to tear his pride to shreds? Huh? A man going in and out of the OBGYN clinic is just plain crazy. Isn't it? I don't think it's crazy at all. I mean, it seems like there are husbands who accompany their wives to their maternity checkups now. That's only after she's pregnant, right? There's no way you'd send him to an OBGYN when you are not even pregnant yet. I feel sorry for him. Huh? You can't have a baby after all, can you? So I can't say for sure until I get checked out. Then get it checked quickly. Depending on the case, you may have to consider fertility treatment. Well, if they find any abnormality, we'll have to consider treatment. I'll get it checked out with Bob next time. What? Why does Bob have to go? No, it won't mean anything unless we both get tested. If we don't know which one is the cause of the problem, I don't think there's any point in treating it. You want to insult your own husband that much? Why are you talking like that? Huh. Just not being able to have children is a big problem. You want to humiliate your own husband. This is something we need to discuss as a family once. I'm not part of your family, am I? Of course not. You're really brazen as a daughter-in-law. Please go ahead and say what you want. Lisa, I'll let you know the result of the family meeting. You get a divorce as soon as possible. What? It's decided. The whole family has decided. When you say the whole family, you mean just you and Bob, right? My husband is dead. We'll have to talk about it alone. Then are you saying he wants to divorce me too? Yes, of course. He said, if that's what you want, I'll do it. He's a good boy who really loves his mother. Well, he's completely at your beck and call. I'm going to find a suitable wife for Bob. I'm going to choose a young and honest girl, not a bratty one like you. It will be easier to get pregnant if she's young. If you can't get pregnant, get out. Huh, I see. So, is Bob coming back here tonight? There's no way he's coming back. He's already decided to divorce you. Bob is staying at our house today. But the house is in his name. You'd better get out. If you don't leave, Bob won't be able to come home. I understand. Then I'll leave as you wish. But please don't come crying to me later. Huh? Then I'll move out by the end of this week. Oh, well, you're so understanding, aren't you? I knew this would happen when he attended the family meeting you mentioned. Oh, right. I'll see you in a week. Lisa, Bob is coming back here today. How are the preparations for the move going? He doesn't want to see you. He wants to go home to pick up some documents for work, but he can't. He's having a hard time. He can come over now. I just finished moving my stuff to my parents' house. Is that so? I mean, why doesn't he just tell me himself instead of having his mother call me? I'm sure he doesn't want to talk to you because it's awkward. You should understand how he feels. I see. Well, the divorce proceedings are over. We are now complete strangers. Well, I'm glad we're finally strangers. I'm so glad we were able to have such a smooth separation. Thank you for everything you've done for me over the past 3 years. I wish I could have my time back. I've been waiting 3 years without grandchildren. Well, now that Bob is single again, I'll have to find a new wife for him soon. This time, I'll do a thorough check and get a wife who can surely conceive. Lisa, I know you will be single for the rest of your life. You should hate yourself for not being able to have a baby. Lisa, long time no see. It's been about 2 years since then. How are you doing? Who is it? I'm your mother-in-law. Huh? Oh my God. Have you forgotten about me already? Oh, could it be? I'm Bob's mother, Susan. I can't tell you how many times I've sent you text, but it never gets read. I got Bob to make me a new ID. I'm sure it won't be read. I've blocked you. Oh no. What a cold daughter-in-law you are, blocking your mother-in-law. No, we are not a daughter-in-law and mother-in-law anymore. By the way, what can I do for you? We are strangers now. If you don't need me, please don't contact me. You've been keeping secrets from me, haven't you? What? I've never been keeping secrets from you. Don't lie to me. I don't know what's going on here. I witnessed it with my own eyes, so you can't get away with it. How could you hide something so important? What are you talking about? Don't be so secretive. But if you don't tell me that, I won't be able to understand it all. You actually gave birth to my grandchild, didn't you? What? Grandchildren? That's right. You were having a child without telling us, weren't you? My grandchild, a child with Bob. Why did you hide it from us? And it was a boy. I didn't have a baby. There's no point in hiding it. Where did you see him? I was at the mall near your parents' house the other day. I saw you walking hand in hand with my grandson. So I told you I didn't have your grandchild. There's no point in lying to me now. We've tracked down your house. I'm on my way there now with Bob. Huh? How do you know where I live? I followed you and the kid home from the mall. I followed you from behind. You followed me? We'll be there in half an hour, so get ready. What? Prepare? You should get ready to go home. I'll welcome you as a daughter-in-law once again. No, I don't understand. I'm telling you to come back with my grandchild. Prepare as much luggage as you can carry for the time being. Got it? Hi, Lisa. I just arrived. Excuse me. I've been ringing your doorbell for a while now, but why don't you open the door? You can't just show up on the spur of the moment. What are you talking about? I told you in advance, didn't I? Even so, it was only 30 minutes ago. Just hurry up and open the door. Your husband and his mother are here. And I'm not his wife or your daughter-in-law anymore because we're divorced. Would you please stop rattling the door like that? It's very annoying. Well, you're still a cocky daughter-in-law. It's your fault for not answering the door. I told you to hurry up and come out. By the way, you have a nice house. A house with a garden where a mother and her child live together. What luxury! I'm sure you have plenty of room. Me and Bob will move in here and live with you. This is not my house. What? I can't let you come in without the house owner's permission. What? What kind of nonsense? There's a nameplate in front of the entrance, isn't there? A nameplate? What does it say? Well, it's a surname I don't recognize. And it's not your maiden name either, is it? So, this is someone else's house after all. You finally noticed. What do you mean? Why are you there if it's not your house? I think there is a family restaurant on the way here. Can I meet you there? I don't know what your situation is, but if it's someone else's house, I don't have a choice. Then I will wait for you at the family restaurant. And you must bring my grandchild too, understood? Lisa, that's not what we promised. You told me to meet up at the family restaurant. I can't believe you and your grandchild didn't show up at all. I didn't go, but someone else did, didn't they? The man who was there on your behalf? What was that about? You are my daughter-in-law, but he talks to me as if you were his wife. It's beyond rude, even though there's a husband and mother-in-law right in front of him. Hey, you're not dating that guy, are you? We're not dating. We're already married. Married? He's my husband, whom I remarried a year ago. I beg your pardon? That means... You don't mean to tell me that that man adopted my grandson? So he is not your grandson? No. Judging from his age, I think you conceived around the time you and Bob divorced. But he's not your grandchild. Why? Oh, I see. You mean it's not my grandchild. Could it be that you were having an affair? You had a husband. You had a child with another man. I never had a child. Huh? What a lie! I saw you walking hand in hand with a child of about 2 years old. I saw it with my own eyes. What you saw was my stepdaughter. What? Stepdaughter? I mean, I remarried a single father. Huh? Then where is my grandchild? I don't know. Where is the child you gave birth to? Don't hide it. Bring it out. There's nothing to hide. Like I said before, I've never had a child. Hey, you come to the family restaurant. It's not fair that you made me and Bob come all the way here and never showed up. I don't think it's fair that you came here on your own. Just hurry up and come. I'm not going anywhere. Why not? I'm pregnant with my husband's child. Huh? It's a very important time for me. I'm not even in the stable period yet. If I carelessly show up in front of you now, I honestly don't know what you will do to me.
No way! You can get pregnant?
I thought you came here because you thought I had given birth, even though you were mistaken.
That's true, but you said earlier that the child you were with was your stepdaughter of your second marriage. I thought if you hadn't had the baby after all, then you must be infertile.
Anyway, I'm going to ask you to leave. Now you know that I have started a life that has nothing to do with you.
No, I don't. Now I have found out that you can conceive, then you must come back to our home.
Why?
Because it means you can have Bob's child. Oh, I'm so happy. Finally, the day has come when I can hold my grandchild too. Lisa, hurry up and pack your bags and come over here. I'll have you remarry Bob right away.
I will not remarry your son.
What?
Why are you going ahead with this on your own?
Oh, don't be shy. I'll make you my daughter-in-law again. Take your time and make a baby with Bob.
Please don't say such a disgusting thing. I already have a husband.
You have no choice but to leave him. You're getting remarried to Bob.
That's why I told you before. I have no intention of remarrying Bob.
What's wrong with Bob?
He listens to everything you tell him. He divorced me as you told him, and he has no intention of doing so himself. 2 years have passed, and it seems that he hasn't changed. My husband just came home, so I asked him about it. I heard that while he was talking to you, he looked down and didn't say a single word.
What's wrong with the son listening to his mother?
Shall I say it clearly then?
What?
I have no intention of marrying a mommy's boy.
Huh? A mommy's boy?
I won't become a family again with a mommy's boy and a wife-snoring mother-in-law. That's not gonna happen.
What?
My husband has told me not to get worked up because it might harm my body.
Wait a minute! I need you to remarry Bob!
You're so persistent. Why are you so obsessed with me? I'm already married, so give it up. Oh, by the way, what happened to you finding a young daughter-in-law? If you have time to chase after your ex-daughter-in-law who divorced your son a long time ago, why don't you just go out and look for a new one?
The person he's remarrying has to be you.
Huh?
I told our neighbors that I actually have a grandson and that you are getting remarried.
What the heck?
Because it can't be helped. The child who was with you looked just like my grandchild.
It was just your misunderstanding.
But if you don't come back, I'll be humiliated.
That can't be helped, can it? You mistook my stepdaughter. It was just a misunderstanding.
You want me to be the laughingstock of the neighborhood because of you?
It's not my fault. It's none of my business what the neighbors think of you.
Don't be so cold. If you remarry Bob, everything will be all right.
I'm sorry. Talking to you is stressing me out, if you'll excuse me.
Lisa, wait!
After this, my ex-mother-in-law came to my house again with my ex-husband. And again, she persistently rang the intercom. She was crying and shouting, "I want to talk to Lisa." The moment my husband said he would call the police, the two of them ran away together. After that, there was no more pressure on me to remarry. According to rumors I heard from my ex-mother-in-law's neighbors, my ex-mother-in-law was so eager to have grandchildren that she forced her son to go on blind dates with her, ignoring his wishes. She also applied for a matchmaking parties without asking him. Even so, she could not find a marriage partner and she became very impatient. And my ex-husband finally snapped at my ex-mother-in-law for her over-interference. He exclaimed, "I'm not a mommy's boy," and ran out of the house. Now she is now living alone in the house crying. I, on the other hand, gave birth to a baby the other day. I am now living with my second husband and our family of 4 is getting along well.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.